ladies? It is Coach Whitney K here, your virtual personal growth coach. And today we're going to dig a little bit deeper on how we can start right now creating our best life. Let's go. So a lot of people know that they want to be successful and they know that they want to live a good life, but they don't have a vision for what that looks like for themselves. So if you are one of those people where you know you want to be successful, but you do not have your idea of what that success looks like, this video is for you. We start to talk about creating the vision for our life or for our success or this best life that we want to live. We have to start out with the definition of vision. Vision is a mental image of what the future will look like. Simply put, Miles Monroe said that our self-concept or the picture that we have in our mind about ourselves will determine how we respond to life. And that simply means that if you have an image of, being a personal growth coach or being a professional or being a successful career person, being a good wife, a good husband or a good person, or being in shape, whatever this vision that you have of yourself is, you have to believe it. You have to have this image of yourself for yourself so that you can respond to life in that way. If you don't believe it about yourself, it's going to be really hard to approach life in a way that's going to allow you to be successful in those areas. So before we start to envision this life that we want to live, this best life that we have an idea of, I want us to really consider three things. The first one is our faith. Consider your faith. Is what you're trying to do or this vision that you have for yourself lining up with your purpose in God? Is it lining up with what He has intended for you? Because Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord, plans of peace and not of evil, and to give you hope in an expected end." So that's pretty much saying that God already has a plan for you because He is the creator. He knows what He put you on this earth to do. We believe that He put us on this earth for a reason, and He clearly says that He has plans for us. So as we start to make this vision for ourselves, I just want to encourage you to make sure that your vision lines up with the vision that God has for you, because His plans always tend to be the best for our lives. The second thing I want you to consider is, are you willing to do the work? We're about to go and envision this best life that we want to live, but if you are not willing to do the work, it will not come to pass. You will not succeed. It will not happen because you're not going to be willing to put in the work. So if you are not willing to do the work, then have a mediocre vision for your life is all I'm saying. But if you know that you are ready to work, you're willing to grind, you're willing to get the skills, get the degree, get the experience that you need in order to live this life, then let's go. But just consider the fact and how much motivation and determination that you have before starting to make these elaborate dreams that you're not willing to work for. Because even though it's a dream, you still have to do work. And the third thing that I want you to consider as we start to envision our best life and what it looks like is, will it make you happy? Money does not equal happiness. So you see a lot of people around here with a lot of money still committing suicide, still unfulfilled, still not happy with where they are in life. And it's because money is not the answer to that. So I want you to consider what will genuinely make you happy. And are you envisioning a life and preparing for a life that is really going to make you happy? It may not make the most money, but if it's going to make you happy and make you feel fulfilled, you can figure out a way to sustain yourself living what you feel is your dream. And as you start to think about your happiness, as you start to envision this life, or think about where you want to end up and what success looks like for you, consider all these areas. You may have to dig a little deeper and determine how it's going to affect you spiritually, financially, emotionally, and socially. If this job that brings you all this money is going to take you away from your kids and have you missing all types of important events and moments in their lives, is that going to make you happy? If this is going to require you to go against your values and beliefs and morals, is it going to make you happy? It's not going to be able to provide for you. Like, some people have a dream of just being able to sleep in. Well, I mean, you have to have some type of financial stability. So if that dream of just being able to sleep in isn't going to provide for you to have the stability that you need financially, you may need to reconsider shifting it just a little bit. So I want you to consider those things, how it lines up with your faith, if you're willing to put in the work, and how it's going to affect your happiness. All right, so we're gonna get right into this exercise. All you're gonna do is write out what your ideal day would look like in the future. If you could live life however you want it, what would it look like? For me, your girl, Coach Whitney K, it would look like me getting up at whatever time I wanted, working out, checking my emails to make sure that my online resources are bringing in the money, and I'm able to just not have to work for anyone and have my own schedule where I could just be more free. I could go to schools and provide my services to teen girls and help impact them for a few hours out of the day, then come home, get my son off the bus, spend time with him, cook dinner for them every night, and when I don't feel like cooking dinner, go to a restaurant and eat without worrying about how much it costs, because we have the financial means to do whatever we want. Having the ability to make my own rules. I feel like being in the military, you're so obligated to other people. I have to ask for permission to go out of town, ask for permission to leave the country or leave the state. I will just enjoy the freedom to be able to do whatever I want whenever I want. So that's what my ideal day would look like. And I want you to do the same thing. Now, what would it take for me to get there? Once you have this vision and you know what it looks like, the key is going to be believing in yourself. Every time you have a little bit of doubt, you have to pull that doubt down, okay? And then you have to start strategizing and figuring out how you're gonna make this thing happen. My ideal day is based off my passion, my skills, and things that are realistic to me. If I continue to work hard on my business and grow it to a point, I'm able to do that. I will be able to do those kind of things. So it just motivates me and gives me a clear vision of what the future will look like for me. And then now I have something to act on. Once I have that vision, I write it out, what it looks like for me, and now what do I need to do to make this happen? That's when you start strategizing. So if you need some help strategizing, once you have your ideal vision for your life and you still feel a little stuck about how to strategize to make it come to life, then that's when you can take advantage of some of my services. I offer strategizing sessions online, so you can be anywhere in the world and still have access to these services. I also provide personal growth coaching. If you're in a position in your life where you just feel stuck mentally and emotionally, you don't feel like you're growing, you don't feel like you're becoming that woman that you want to become, then you need someone in your life to kind of help pinpoint those areas that need a little work, and someone to actually give you the work to do and do the work with you and hold you accountable. That is what Coach Whitney K is here for. If you are not following me on social media, you can check out my Instagram at Coach Whitney K. You can check out my Facebook, Purposefully Guided. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because my goal is to grow this by empowering women with tools all year to help you become the woman that you want to be. Not the woman that I want you to be or anyone else, but the woman that you want to be. And all of these resources are free. So every Wednesday you can expect a new video to help you get closer to the woman that you want to become. With our friends, sisters, moms, daughters, or teenage girls that you feel like may need this little encouragement. With that being said, comment down below if you already know what your vision is or what your ideal day looks like. Share it with us. We can help encourage you to make it, girl, and go for it.